Oh, you know, I'm gonna pass on the Colonel today. I'm good. It's sometimes hard to write characters who are like genuinely constantly scared despite being nothing to be scared of. But this is a genuine moment of like, you understand the misunderstanding. She probably thinks she's about to get a barbarian gangbang. She thinks the barbarian train is about to be run on her. He's like, all I need to keep you here is to just shave my face. Bro's gonna keep a fucking razor in his right pocket. Anytime she starts talking silly about going home. So it's interesting, for her, the warriors they fight are these enemies that they need to slaughter. But the warriors here, there's honestly like, if you were to kill one of our own in battle, there's not this hatred. It's like, it's survival of the fittest. I'm thinking a barbarian train's about to be run on her. I didn't realize she had fucking hype beasts waiting for her. Yep, these are certainly childbearing hips. Record scratch. I think I downloaded the wrong Barbarian's Bride this week. Oh, fuck. You know, I'm gonna pass on the Colonel today. I'm good. The fact that she's doing this with fire tongs is amazing. He's like, He's fucking boogieing! He's boogieing! His pants are on fire! The blacksmith who made these fire tongs, I need to have a word with him. That's some master craftsmanship. Never mind, I don't want to talk to the blacksmith anymore. I'm no longer impressed with their work. Yo, he can actually kill a thing with his voice? No wonder they call him Thundering Voice. Seriously, the more I see of this show, the more impressed I am. Those are some of my highlights. Want to catch full live reactions to everything we're watching, head on over to Patreon. But here's the thing. I'm honestly trying to remember, and I've seen shows and stuff where elements of this, but Barbarian's Bride, or the Warrior's Princess and the Barbarian King, they might be doing something with the military that is a first even for me, or at least it's a first in modern times. So this has been something that's been interesting since the first episode. Barbarian King wants princess from another kingdom. We're at odds, right? Like, we're at war, we're killing each other. Why would we want to do that? And then with the second episode, she's already starting to realize more like, man, this is weird, right? Like, I tried to kill you, you tried to kill me. Like, why is things going the way it is? And then she gets properly introduced to like the barbarian warriors and their women and children. And as far as the eye can see, they have the same response. Either, damn woman, you're strong as hell, can we throw hands? Respectfully, of course. Or, hey girl, you want to be friends? And she's like, bitch, you're talking about your husband who's dead, and I know damn well he was killed on a battle that I led an army in. I might have even been the one who directly killed your husband. And she's like, okay. Now, I've seen similar things, but sometimes and often it's like, at best, it's like, yeah, I can see how their twisted view allowed them not to be super mad. But I honestly think the barbarian culture has no reason to actually hate her. Because it would be different if her people came into this village, ransacked it, burned it all down, raped their women, you know, killed their kids, all this stuff. But as far as we've seen, they've had mutually agreed battlefields up to this point. And hell, even if they had to move, they probably would accept it as this is the way of the land. It's almost like it's an animal kingdom in a way where it's like, are you really doing it out of malicious just because you want to hurt us for fun versus we're each trying to survive? We agreed on a battlefield. We all agreed to fight there. We could have run away if we wanted to or attempted to. Yeah, I'm sad my husband's dead and my boy can't see his dad grow up and, you know, age with him and stuff like that. But you fought as a warrior. And her dumbfoundedness, her speechlessness. I really like what they're doing here because after now seeing 3 episodes of the show, I don't think their culture is ignorant. I think they understand the gravity of the situation. They know damn well there'll be more battles, but, you know, especially the women, they know that if they're going to marry a barbarian or be in a relationship with a barbarian, they understand that it most likely means they're going to have an earlier death than if they would have been a farmer or something like that. The interesting thing is what this brings up. Her. With each passing episode, she falls more in love. Now, she's not in love, but she has those little Cupid's arrows. More and more of them are filling her heart. And eventually there's going to come a point where, probably within the first season, I imagine, Mr. Barbarian Hung King is going to be in a life or death moment or dying, and she's going to break because she isn't ready for this lifestyle, right? And it's going to be super fascinating. I mean, our girl went up against the biggest KFC chicken I've seen in some time, and Thunder Voice over here decided to save her life because She was doing pretty well. She was fighting with literal tongs and saving women and children. And, you know, it got to a point where she just accepted her death, and in comes Daddy Dearest, who says, "Not today, milady." And the way she breaks down and processes her grief, it's so interesting, right? Because she really did accept she was going to die there. And as we see, like, she's conflicted. And I think it's because of all these emotions. One, she thought she was going to die. Two, she's very happy he's the one who saved her. But three, am I betraying my country, my culture? Because she really does want to help the people of her homeland. But yeah, the politics and royalty of it is absolutely screwed. The show's so interesting because at face value, it should feel like a very surface level, young adult, maybe borderline smut novel of princess gets kidnapped and gets a train run on her by a barbarian and his fellow men. Because goddamn, some of the way they frame shots, even I think it's going that direction. But in actuality, the show is incredibly wholesome, and I'd honestly say emotionally deep by only episode 3, because they could just do a show where it's like every other scene is her being like, "You think I'm gonna fold, barbarian scum? Oh wait, he's hot. You think I'm gonna fold, barbarian? Ooh, look, that smells good, that tastes good." And they're already like kind of like touching upon the more like, oh, she's actually really impressed with their tea. Obviously, they don't have these types of flavors back where she comes from. But the fact that there are these misunderstandings, but they're not the core thing that drive an episode forward. In fact, I would argue the thing that drives this show forward is the writing depth of her expanding her worldview and going against her programming, because she's been taught barbarians are these wild, malicious beasts. In every episode, she's learning more and more about how they're just normal people like her, but if anything, maybe there's an element to their culture that's more inspiring than her own, because they don't really have a stick up their ass. They are so okay. They understand the gravity of the situations that they're in. I'd say probably my second favorite moment outside of, well, literally everything else I just said, was the actual general soldiers. The way they're like, "Milady, I want to throw hands with you." Once again, not out of malice, but like, "Shit, we saw what you did to our boy on the battlefield. I gotta have a swing at that." I was worried that maybe a barbarian train was about to be run on her, and in a way, I guess you could say it was, but it was more about fighting. And once again, not out of anger, but just out of like, they respect strength, but also, this is wild. In general, this whole culture respects consent more than her own, yet they're the ones called barbarians. Make it make sense. Super interesting show, a lot of complexities to the writing, and overall, yeah, I mean, I'm sold. I think so far it's gotten progressively better. Like, I'm not going to say episode 1 to 2 was this massive jump, but episode 1 to 2 was a solid enough jump, but I do think episode 3 is that significant jump. I am sold on this show. Definitely going to go undervalued for this season, I'm sure. Like, I mean, seemingly the people who are watching it are enjoying it, but I don't think enough people are going to give it eyes. And you should. So, whatever I can do, whether it's her getting groped in the thumbnail, I'm going to make damn sure people are going to check this show out, because it's more than just what your imaginations might see at face value. But let me know your thoughts down below and what you're thinking about the show. Seriously, I can't remember the last time I've seen a military conflict handled like this in terms of really accepting the gravity of the situation with no malice. Insane. Thoughts? Drop a like, show your support, subscribe, ring that bell, and of course Patreon, full live reactions live over there, and other exclusives like, hey, I'd love to get those video shows to my patrons because of why I get to do these YouTube videos at all. Alright, so today we got Zeekster, Michael Latham, Athmil, Liliana, Catacult, Blood iOS, Samantha, and we also have that Random Man, Anime Man, so I appreciate the support. Please take care, and y'all have a good one.